Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, Allison, that was so... Whatever. It's okay.
It's fine, whatever, it doesn't matter. Okay, so, hey guys, we're the Cutie Pie Baby Girls. I'm Cynthia. Do I introduce
I'm
Oh,
Jimin.
sorry. I'm Cynthia. Yeah, okay.
I'm Jimin.
I'm Allison.
Yeah, and today we'll be talking about dating. Specifically Hinge. I think that's the topic we decided is the most prevalent for the first episode.
Mm-hmm.
Should I just jump in?
Yeah,
just
jump into your little story time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, my story time. So, I've had Hinge 3 times. This is my 3rd time on Hinge. The first 2 times I always just delete it after like 2 days, whatever. But then this time is like for real. Like I've had it for like 3 weeks now, and I've been seeing this guy for a week. But 3 dates in 1 week. So I saw him 3 times. Saw him for the first time last Wednesday for a coffee date, and then again Sunday for a pub quiz, just like a bar trivia, and then 3rd time is yesterday. We had dinner and a movie, and that is my update so far. But I don't know. There's a lot of things that I want to talk about. So so do you guys remember the first time I met him? Like, I remember I was so nervous. I really liked him after the first one. Thought it was great because I thought he was kind of like introverted. He didn't really like share too much, and then like but the conversation was great. He was like kind of a big yapper, and then he's really cute. He's really my type. Well, as much as my type can be, but because I don't really have that distinct of a type, but he's really cute in my eyes, and he still is really cute in my eyes, and he's perfect height for me because I think I'm fairly tall. But yesterday he told me I wasn't tall, so
What?
says that. He said I was just actually average, so I said thank you so much. But anyways, so there's that. But then I think what I wanted to talk mainly about today is like, I would talk to this about it anyways in our FaceTime, but it's like the more I know him, the more he's like just like a human being to me, which makes sense. You know, the more you know someone, the more like demystified he becomes. But then it's also like I'm not as like obsessed with him anymore, and now I'm wondering, do I like him really? Like, are we really like compatible? Like, I don't know. Like, I'm having fun when I'm with him, but I can't tell. So this is also, guys, like my first time ever dating. So I've been single for 20 years of my life until this week. Literally single, never been on a date, never did anything like that. Like, most is like maybe texting a guy, but then not even like leading anywhere. So this is my first time, so I can't tell if it's like the mix of like the excitement of dating. So that's why I want to talk to you guys about this. Like, if it's like the excitement of dating and like the excitement of meeting someone new, and the prospect of like the first time doing this. Also, my first Hinge date ever, whatever. My first date, all of my firsts are happening with this guy apparently, but yeah. So I don't know.
Wait,
It's
no.
like,
I think... Okay,
Yeah.
wait. Because you mentioned...
Please jump in.
Because you mentioned that it's your first time, like, actually going on a date and, like, you know, I think
First time, like,
that
going out
totally
with someone.
explains why you're feeling this way. Because, like, in Korean, we have, like, 콩깍지, which is, like, you know, like, that extra layer of, like, fantasy that you see in someone you like. But it also comes with when you fall in love too easily, like 금사빠. Because if you fall in love too easily at the beginning, then you know, like, you have that like perfect image of him in your head.
Yes.
And like when you realize that some things don't align with what you imagined, then that's when things start to like you're not as happy or you're not satisfied with him because you thought he was different.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, because I have the tendency, I fall into, like, there's this word in English, like, limerence. It's like when you become, like, obsessed with someone. Wait, let me literally get the definition. But it's actually, so an intense longing for someone, who doesn't reciprocate feelings, whatever. But maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. But it's like, I just, like, when I first, after the first day, I became, like, obsessed. Like, Allison, you know, like, we call, like, all the time. You guys know. I
You were
was,
going
like,
crazy.
obsessed. I was, like, oh my god, like, this could be, like, great. I was, like, literally, like, thinking of a whole, like, everything about him. I was like, oh my god, this is, like, amazing. Like, he's, like, I was, like, even talking about how, like, I can't believe, like, I met someone like this. Like, this is amazing. And I think, yeah, I have that tendency. Like, whenever I have crushes, like, it's like it goes from 0 to 100 so quickly. Like, I just go from, like, one day not feeling anything about them, and then suddenly the next day I'm like, wait, I kind of like you, and then it's just, like, downhill, like, from there. It's, like, snowballs, and I just become obsessed with someone. But, yeah, like, now that I'm getting to know him more, and, like, like, he's a great person, and, like, I still enjoy spending time with him. I enjoy talking to him, but then, like, there's just certain things about us that, like, we don't have much in common. I'm not gonna lie. We don't have much in common. And a lot of times I'm wondering, like, I feel like you're having more... Wait, this is something which is kind of mean to say, but it's like, I think he's having more fun on the dates than I am. Because I'm a better conversationalist than he is. Let's just say that. I would say so. Okay, I hope he's not watching this, because I feel like he'd be hurt if I said this. But, like, there are things that, like, I want to talk about, and, like, I set it up really well. Like, for example, like, so even though it has only been a week, which time-wise, it's very short, we've been on 3 dates, which 3 dates, usually for people, it's, like, 2 to 3 weeks. But for us, it's been, like, exactly 1 week. So it's been, like, much shorter. But because of that, and also so the first date we were together for, like, 2 hours, and the second and third date we were together for, like, 6 hours. And, like, just 6 hours of almost non-stop talking. So it's, like, I feel like I know him very well. And, like, especially by the end of... So, the first day, at the end of it, we're still, like, pretty much strangers. Second date, kind of understood more. At the end, he kissed me. First kiss. Whoa, okay, amazing. And then third day, like, finally feel comfortable. Like, we're finally, like, joking, or, like, actually joking. And I was making him laugh a lot. He was making me... But, okay, I just laugh at everything, though. So, like, I also... Like, is he funny? I don't know. Like, yes, but then maybe I'm just laughing because I'm nervous. But I'm making him actually laugh. Like... You know, so then, anyways, but I do like him. I do like him. Just sometimes he says things, I'm just like, just shh. Just
but
stop.
One thing is that nobody's perfect.
Yeah.
And you're gonna find stuff that you don't agree with or you don't exactly like. But the fact is that, like, I think maybe because we've been single for so long that our standards have gone so much higher.
Yeah.
And, like...
Absolutely.
Because the more you date, the more you realize, oh, like, people can be like this. Oh, like, not everyone's perfect. Like, they have their flaws. But since we've been single for so long, it doesn't apply. And, like, we're just, like drawing this, like, perfect person. Like, we're, like, waiting for that moment where that person comes, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I still remember.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, like, when you first met him, like, last Wednesday, I still remember you were like, he is perfect. You literally said that to me. You were like, he is perfect. And then...
No, because here's the thing.
Yeah.
Wait, let me say, like, what I thought then. Because we talked about this, right? Like, the first time I meet him, like, I don't know anything. So, for me, the unknown felt good because, like, I didn't know things about him yet, and they could be perfect. So, out of the things that I knew... So, I knew I didn't know everything about him, obviously. We were basically strangers. But out of the things that I did knew after that first 2 hours of talking to him, I was like, I've liked everything I've seen. But I think it's like the more we hang out, the more I'm like, okay, these are the parts I still like about you. Okay, I think you're a great person. I think you're super nice. I think you're kind of funny. He's gentlemanly. Even though, okay, here's my one thing. He doesn't ever hold the door for me. Like, god damn, like every single time we go to a restaurant, he just opens it and goes. But then we were at the movies, and then he was holding the drink and the popcorn, so his hands were full. So I opened the door, and then so I was like, I'll hold the door for you. But then he was like, no, you go first. I was like, so this is just like your thing, I guess. Like, can you just fucking hold the door for me? Sorry. Sorry.
Whoa.
No, it's okay. Hey, we gotta
me.
be real. We gotta be real on this podcast.
Like, it happened. Yeah, wait, I remember that was the only thing about the first date that I was like, okay. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Okay, what were we talking about?
Okay, let's back up to where did Allison cut off?
Like, you were talking about how, like, he does
I'll
not
start
open
from
the door.
He does not open the door. Yeah. So that's one funny thing. But anyway, so from the first time I met him, like, first date, after 2 hours, there was nothing about him that I didn't like. So then, to me, he seemed like a really great guy. Because nothing I've learned about him so far is something that I don't prefer. But then, the more I know about him, it's almost like a thing where it's like, the more I know about him, the more I'm like, oh wait, actually, like, these things kind of... Like, he's a very quirky guy.
Mm-hmm.
And also, let's just talk about it, the video game thing. So I'm not a big fan of guys who play video games. I think it's kind of, I don't know, not for me. But he plays video games. He plays FIFA, and he plays Call of Duty, and other single player games on his Xbox, which he specified. He said, at least it's not League of Legends, and I don't understand the difference, and I never will. Yeah.
I feel like it's that little, like, small things that makes, like, such a huge difference when you first saw him as, like, a perfect person, and then, like, these small things. Like, for example, if any guy says that they play Call of Duty, it's, like, nothing. All the guys play it. But then, like,
nothing.
I feel like we're all expecting, like, our ideal type to be like our first boyfriend, so that's why like even these small things are kind of like
and also like I know almost every guy plays video games. Like I know that's like a fact, but I will say my mom hated video games, so growing up like we would never play video games, so that's why my brother that's why like she hates it. So like, my brother, I remember he had, like, a Minecraft phase, and my mom shut that down real quick. So my brother was never, like, so we became, like, a movie and TV show kind of family. So my brother would binge a lot of shows, and I would binge a lot of shows, and that was the thing my mom preferred over video games. So that was us, and I think... I don't know, like, maybe that's why, like, maybe because just I grew up in a household that really detests video games, like, I also don't like video games, also I just don't really get it, so, to me, like, that was, like, a big thing, and also because, like, I know people like that exist, like, my brother doesn't play video games, and I think it's great, because okay, maybe it's just because I also have this, like, image of, like, guys who play video games, and it's just, like,
not it. Like, it's not the person you like.
I just don't.
Yeah.
I just don't like... I think if they only play FIFA, that'd be fine. Because FIFA's, like, almost, like...
Everyone. Like, it's just...
Like, fantasy football?
Yeah, it's just football, yeah.
It's just football. It's, like... But it's, like, the...
I know what you mean, though. I know what you mean.
It's, like, that... I don't know. Yeah.
I saw this, like, there's this really famous Korean talk show host that I really like. And this is pretty deep, but when he talks about marriage, he talks about, like, how at first when you meet someone and you fall in love, you say, I love this person because, like, let's say they're pretty, they're handsome, they're kind, but then once you have that commitment and once that love in the beginning, it kind of fades out. Yeah. Like, it starts it starts to become like, it's not, you don't love them because you love them even though. You know?
Oh wait, that's deep.
Like,
That's deep.
Wait, that hits.
That hits.
Yeah, like
that
in Korean they say like 이래서 사랑한다면, like if you get married and like you pass that phase, 그럼에도 불구하고, like even though they may be like this, you still understand and you love them. I know this is like really far from like your first dates and stuff like this, but I feel like it's something that you have to understand at one point, because that love and like love at first sight, that you know, it's gonna fade away and it's gonna be gone, and you're gonna look at their flaws, you're gonna be like, I don't know if I like that. But there comes a point where even though you see it and even though you don't agree with it, you don't like it, still, you build that like trust and like sense of comfort that you still love them even though whatever.
Yeah. That's a really good point. I feel like there's a lot of pros, and I feel like this is what happened during the break, but I'll say it again. It's like, I'm also afraid that like I'm feeling this way, or like trying to find nitpicky reasons to, you know, stop this, because I like, this is kind of getting, well, not kind of getting serious because it's been 1 week, but then it's been kind of getting serious because like we're like making a lot of plans to hang out, and like it doesn't seem like we're gonna stop. Like we're past that phase of like first dates where like you're testing someone out, where now at this point it's just like, actually we're just gonna keep hanging out until I don't know when it'll stop. So then I think maybe subconsciously I'm trying to find reasons to, but here's the thing, it's like I don't want to end this. I don't want to end this, and I'm not going to, obviously, because we literally have plans to hang out Sunday, so like can't end this. But like, and I have a lot of fun. I just like can't tell. I think I'm just a little confused about all my feelings, because I can't tell if it's the excitement of the first time mixing with whether or not this person is actually right for me, and I don't know. And I don't think any of this is wasting time, so I don't mind if I go out with him, keep going out with him for like 2 more months and just hang out and, you know, spend 6 hours at a time twice a week with him, because I think it's a great thing to get to know someone. But I don't know, just a lot of thoughts that I have.
Or maybe it can be like I don't want to say it's like fear, but like it's kind of like it's just like new, because like as you know, like all of us, we didn't have like this type of relationship before, so we don't know how it's gonna be like. So like maybe like unconsciously, without even knowing, we're just like scared to start this thing, I feel like.
No, that makes so much sense.
That makes a lot of sense, because sometimes I'm just like, a week ago I didn't even know you existed, and here we are talking about all these big things. Like we talk about like our careers, our futures. Like we talk about like, he talks about like what he wants to do, and I talk about what I want to do, and then we talk about like what we want out of life and everything. And then suddenly I'm just like I didn't know you. I never knew you, and like if it wasn't for this like silly little app, like we never would have met each other. And here I am sharing so much of myself with you, and then, you know, spending so much time with you, and then I have a friend coming and I'm introducing you to her, and suddenly you're encroaching on these big parts of my life, and all of my friends know about your existence, and it's just becoming so real. And I think there's like a potential. I think what I'm also scared of is maybe I'm trying to find reasons to end this, because I'm afraid of, I don't know.
We're filming our podcast. Wait, but like, Cynthia, I just think it makes sense that you're feeling this way, because wait, I can't tell. This is our second time filming this episode, so I can't tell if I said it in the before episode or right now, but
I'm
like,
deeply sorry,
it just makes
guys.
so much sense, because we've been single for so long, and you've been building up those fantasies and those hopes of having that perfect person. And so
Yeah.
now that you actually met someone that might not be perfect, you're wondering if this is what you really wanted. So you're kind of scared to like commit.
Yeah, that's so true because like I like him. I like hanging out with him. I like spending time with him. It's fun. But he's not like he is on some parts the person I expect, like a person I could see myself with for like at least like I don't know however long we're together, 3 months, I don't know, whatever. But then at the same time just like are we really like compatible? Like I can't tell. Like I guess I don't know, maybe we are, maybe we aren't. I don't know. I can't tell. But yeah, like maybe I just have to, because I have to remember he's a real person, and this is a person that I'm just like, why are you laughing, Jenny? This is a real person, and he probably also thinks there's some parts of me that are really, really weird. And actually, the things that I talked about, they're not even that big of a deal. Like, he's just a bit of a nerd. Like, that's really all it comes down to. Like, that's just it. Like, it's not like he's, like, fundamentally, like, there's something. Like, it's not like he's, like, misogynist or anything. I actually brought that up to him. I said, I'm just waiting for the moment you slip up and, like, be a raging misogynist. So, he's not that. So, other than that, like, it's all just about, like, actual, like, interests and, you know... Maybe he is just a really big, like, policy wonk. But he also thinks I'm really weird, too. So maybe this is just the way meeting people and dating goes. I mean, I do like hanging out with him and spending time with him. And I told my mom about him this morning.
Mm-hmm.
And it went really well. She was just like, oh my god, cool, blah, blah, blah. She thought he was cute, too. And... she was telling me, like, this, like, don't put any pressure on, like, it's so, like, cause she was like, oh, wait, especially for my mom was so realistic, but she was just like, does he know you're leaving? And I was like, yeah. And then so she was like, if you're leaving, like, this shouldn't be anything too serious. And then I don't know why, but having my mom say it, she was like, keep it casual, and she was like, just hang out, like, it's just, she was like, she literally was like, oh my god, you have someone new to hang out with. She was just literally thinking of him as a friend. Like, you have someone else to hang out with. And I think that's a really great idea to hold on to. Because, like, that's literally what we're doing. Like, we're literally just doing more things in Edinburgh. Like, he's helping me explore the city, whatever, trying new restaurants, doing new things. And maybe I just have to keep it that way for now. And I think this is good. Because before remember how I was really worried about, like, oh my god, like, what are his intentions for this? Like, where could this possibly lead to? Especially because I'm only here for, like, 3 more months. But then now I'm like, actually, maybe I don't want to have that conversation right now because I don't even know what I really want. And maybe we just see where things go and hang out. And maybe if he doesn't want to open up about his relationships, even though I asked, he doesn't have to. It's fine. Yeah. I don't know. Oh, I asked... Yeah, well, I was trying so hard. I was giving him out. I was like, did you date in high school? And he says, yeah. He says, yeah. And I go, did you date in college? And he goes, yeah. And then that's it. He doesn't say anything more. He does not elaborate. Same as us, 3rd year.
So that's his last year, right? Final year?
No, Edinburgh's 4 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, and then 5 seconds later he goes, but you know what? I hated dating in high school because it was so gossipy. He was like, because it was all gossipy. And then he just ended there. And I was like, and then after the movie came out, and then I was hoping he would bring up the Hinge thing, but then I asked him straight up. I was just like, I was like, can I ask you a question? And I was like, do you think this is going well? And then he was like, yeah. He was like, yeah, I think it's going really well. So, there's that.
Wait, no, I think what your mom said is, like, really important, too. Like, not falling too hard. Like, not being too...
No, not... She literally told me this is nothing serious. Like, it's not serious.
That's
it isn't
true.
serious.
And then, like...
Yeah.
No, go.
You literally
That's
have
the
like
months I'm gonna
3
have.
more months here.
It's literally nothing
like
serious.
2 more months here.
It's
like,
literally like I'm literally just here having fun, and he's just like, okay, this is so bad to say, but he's literally just like a cute guy I can hang out with. Like he's just literally, I just like love just staring at him, like, cause he's really cute. Yeah, you know, and he makes me laugh sometimes. I make him laugh all the time, and it's just like, you know, it's a fun time. Someone else to hang out with. Yeah, it's like another friend I have.
Yeah, just think of it as that way. Then don't think of it as anything like too heavy, you know.
Exactly. It's nothing serious, and like, yeah. There's no commitment that needs to be made, and we're just hanging out. Yeah, I think something that bothers me. Yeah, continue. No, Jenny, go. Wait, no, I was just gonna say, like, I think the only thing that like kind of bothers me is like, I know I'm like heavily monogamous, so I was just hoping that like he could say like during this time that we're seeing each other, we wouldn't see other people. Like, we don't have to put any other labels on it, but just like during this time, because like now it's becoming like a regular thing. Like, we're seeing each other like every like 4 or 5 days. So like it'd be nice if we could just say like for however long we're seeing each other. But also, here's the thing, I don't think he's seeing anyone else. To be so honest with you, I don't think it's happening, because he every time he's on his phone, his phone is in between us, and there's never another message. And he literally showed me his like text messages, and it's literally I'm the top.
Wait, but like, I do want to say that even if he is texting other people and you somehow find out, don't take it too personally.
And that's normal.
Yeah. Just because Hinge is just that type of thing. Like, he might act like you guys are like in a relationship, or like this is totally it, but he might go home and be like talking to other girls, because Hinge is for that. It's like you get to know people. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I'll be hurt, because my brother told me, until you guys talk about it, always expect that he's seeing someone else. So I have that expectation, but I find it hard because he literally told me he doesn't text people. He doesn't like texting people. So I'm just my brain. I mean, yeah. So if he is texting people, like, okay, great. But whatever, I don't care. But there's no way you're hanging out with me this often and also seeing another person. That, I think, what hurt is like if you're physically also seeing another girl, like going on dates this frequently with someone else. I think that would hurt more. I think if you're texting another girl, like, whatever. But I think if you're also dating and like seeing them so frequently, I don't know, that would kind of hurt a little bit, because I'm just like, you can't be frequently seeing 2 people at once. Like, you can't have it, like, at one point it has to be one or the other, you know.
But like, I think it's important to just like not think about that, because like the more you think about it, like you will lose interest in it.
Because my brother was telling me like after his like he would go on. After, I think he was saying, after like about 2 or 3 dates, if you're going on 2 or 3 dates and a 4th and a 5th with the same person, you shouldn't be still dating other people, because then obviously the first one isn't working out. Because if it is working out, then you wouldn't be looking for someone else, you know. But whatever. Yeah. But also, I literally met him last week. So let's backtrack here. I literally met him last week. So there's actually nothing crazy about this.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. I always have to remind myself, I literally did not know him.
I think it's because like you've known him for so little time, but then you're like expecting him to be like your boyfriend in like a week. So like that's kind of impossible, you know.
Oh, I definitely do not expect him to be my boyfriend right now, because I don't even know if I
mean, that's like the intention though. So like, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why.
I think it's just because I think I'm just uncomfortable with non-exclusivity. I think that's just the part which is hard, because like that's just like the way like I grow, like I just, you know, but I can't expect in dating, that's just not the case. So if you play the game, you have to accept the rules, I think, for me. So it's fine. Yeah.
Wait,
no,
yeah.
I was thinking too that like not the next time, because next time is a double date, but the time after, I'll like actually bring up, because that's also the one thing is like he never talks about anything like isn't that something you talk about going into the first date, is like what are your intentions or something like that, or like what you're looking for kind of, but like I don't know, we just like never got to that part and just skipped that part, but
I feel like
never talk about it.
But like I feel like because just like I feel like Hinge is like the platform that you can just not have any intentions, but like to meet people and like date.
But he had intentions, because he put on his profile when we met on the Hinge, it said long-term relationship, and that was what he was looking for. So
yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Well, okay, I don't know about everyone, but he, after talking to himself, he's very honest. Like, he's very honest. Like, he'll tell it to you straight.
Wait, no, but I think it's really important that, like, if he's not gonna be the one who is straight out honest and, like, opens up his cards about his intentions, then I think it has, like, you have to bring it up at one point, because it's better than just, you know, like, not knowing for the whole time, and then like it turns out that he had nothing, he wanted nothing to do with what you wanted to do, right? Like,
yes,
I know, like, we, like, sometimes, like, I also want the guy to, like, say it first, but if it's been 4 dates and they're not gonna say it, then they're not gonna say it. Like, it's either you say it or you don't bring it up, you know?
Okay, yeah, I think I'll bring it up, not the next time, because next time's in the group, but the time after, like, I'll say, like, I'll kind of be like, what do you think we're doing here? Yeah. Like,
and then make sure he stays on that topic though. Like, don't make him like talk about anything else. Like,
he loves yapping, bro. He loves yapping, and he loves yapping about the most random things. And he's like a penguin who shows you their rocks. Like, he loves showing me things on his phone, and I'm like.
But I feel like that's like the positive part, that the fact that you're having like a good conversation. Talk a lot.
I think he talks more.
Yeah.
He talks more.
Yeah, he talks more.
Wait, he loves. This is okay. At first, I was like, okay, but then now it's like kind of. He loves showing me things on his phone that he thinks are funny, but they're not funny to me. It's just kind of like, but also I'm sure that if I showed him things that I found funny, he'd feel the same. But
that's kind of cute though. Yeah, that is cute.
It is kind of cute, and it is like kind of good, because like it's just like whenever he's on his phone, he always like shows me. He's never hiding anything, which is nice. So it's just like why like he is kind of just a cutie pie. Like things like at the end of the day, like he's actually like, I think he's truly not talking about things because he's like kind of awkward. Like he's actually kind of awkward. And
or maybe he doesn't want to, or maybe he just doesn't want to put too much pressure on you. Like it could just be like he feels like bringing it up might be a little, you know. Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah, just
wait, but like your Hinge story is like such a success story, honestly.
Because nobody gets it. Like nobody has
it. Wait. A testimonial for real.
Watch this, please. First ever Hinge watch this episode, please.
Yeah, like
actually, like Hinge sponsor us.
Nobody goes on a first date with a guy and then goes on 4 consecutive dates with the same guy. Like
and a double date
in a week. First date.
No, but he uses like all the apps.
Oh,
my brother.
Your brother uses all
also
apps.
my brother met his girlfriend on Bumble, so not Hinge.
Bumble is like more like like an older.
Bumble does. I've tried Bumble too. I hate Bumble. It doesn't work. But because so Bumble, they changed in the past. Like when my brother and his girlfriend met, it was so Bumble's the app that's supposed to be like the girl has to approach the guy. Like the girl has to message the guy first, and that's how it works. Unless you're like gay, then I guess you can just message the guy first because you're both guys. But if you're in like whatever, so that's how it goes. Like the guys can't message girls. It has to be the girls initiating. So that's like what Bumble was. But I don't think that's the case now. I don't know what the case is now. Yeah. No, wait. They made it so that like women don't get like, like unwanted advances. Yeah.
It's actually smart. Yeah.
Exactly.
It's like smart.
Yeah. It's like up to you. Like you can really message who you like. It's like that. But yeah. Whatever. It's at the end of the day, it's not that serious, and I'm actually not treating this that serious at all. And I think it's actually good that I am not obsessed anymore, and not like he's just a person to me now, because now like I don't really get nervous anymore. Yeah. But by halfway through, I was like, "You're actually just a guy. You're actually just a guy."
Yeah, just think of him as like a friend.
Like you're actually just a man. Wait, that's the biggest thing about this is like you're actually just a guy. Like you're just a guy. Like there's nothing.
That's why I feel like it's important to like keep meeting people. Like it's like I have Hinge or I had Hinge too, and like
you have it too.
I had it. Yeah, I had it. But
I don't.
Did you delete it?
I deleted it.
Yeah, she did it.
Again?
She deleted it yesterday.
Yeah, I told you I was gonna delete it.
Yeah, you deleted it. Okay, you deleted it.
I had Hinge like 2-3 times, but I think it's important, like even if they're not the one, and even like maybe it might not end up like Cynthia. Like you might not go on 2 dates, 3 dates, 4 dates with the same person, but it's really important to like still meet different people, because you gotta know who's out there, you know, to like find the values that you find important in a person. Yeah.
Like, even if this doesn't work out, which chances are pretty high it doesn't work out, it's still a great experience.
Yeah, it's a great experience.
And it's still a great story. And it's still a great person to know. Because, like, I can't imagine... Well, maybe I can if he ghosts me. But, like, no matter however this way ends, we'll still probably be friends. Because we're both, like, not that kind of, like... very spiky person, so I feel like if this does end however, it'll just fizzle out. So at the end of the day, it's just an experience.
No, just
and it's a great experience to have.
Just have fun.
Yeah.
Really have fun. This is my first time seeing someone, and this is like a great thing. And yeah, I'm glad it's happening at 20. And I'll go into 21 being a new person. Just kidding. But
and even if you screw it up, you're gonna be gone. Like, you're not gonna be in Edinburgh anymore.
If I screw it up, if I make an oopsie, sorry, but I'll be gone. Bye.
Yeah.
The chances of me screwing it up are pretty high, actually.
Yeah, it's...
Yeah.
Like...
The chances of me screwing it up are really high.
That's fine, though. It's just your first, you know?
But he's... Yeah. Whatever. Also, he seems to like me, so it's fine. I think right now he might like me more than I like him.
That's good.
But the thing is, I realized, like, you know how all of us were, like, so desperate? Like, like, we were, like, especially Cynthia, Allison, and me. Like, we were so desperate at one point. Like, I think it's important... I think it's important to be desperate and, like, know that whatever you find when you're desperate is not always
exactly
right. Because like, when you feel the most lonely and you feel the most desperate, I feel like you just, like, settle down for whatever you have in front of you, and a lot of the time it's not meant for you, and it's really not enough for you, I'd say. Like, you deserve so much better, but you're just, you know, like, settling down for something that's accessible right now because you're so lonely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then especially because, like, I would say I'm desperate in a way, but, like, it's more like I'm, like, I feel like I'm, like, what is it? Missing out, you know? I'm, like, 21 and still never have dated anyone, and, like, it's, like, and everyone else has dated, like, at least once around me, and then I'm, like, oh, okay. And then, like, that's the thing, you know? And then, like, if I find someone at this, like, stage of my, like, mindset, it's not gonna be good. It's gonna be, like, bad.
Yeah, it's not.
So, like,
it's not gonna be
so we need
good.
to know how to control, like, you know.
Yeah.
Wait,
I think
talking about, like, not being good, story time. When I first downloaded Hinge, I talked about this in the first episode, but I have to talk about it again since we're recording again, or the first take, like the first video take. But I saw this cute guy. I reached out to him, and he wanted friends with benefits, and like
that's not what we're looking for.
That's not what I'm looking for, and that's not something I've ever thought about. But the fact that, like,
there's guys out there like that, you know. And then,
yeah, like, there's guys
like,
out there
that's
that
what he wanted to offer you.
Yeah, like, that's what, and, like, I don't think I would ever be that desperate to say yes to that. Like, but the fact that, but this also, like, goes back to, like, the fact that he, like, if people ask you to be friends with benefits or, like, casual dating or whatever, or they even say that they're not available or they don't feel comfortable dating yet, just means that you're not meant to be. Like, you're not their type. They're not that interested in you, but they're lonely too. Like, they're desperate, so they want to do something. Like,
yeah, I think you can do
if
it
they
as
were, yeah, like, if you were their type, if they're so into you and they're, like, so curious about you, they wouldn't say any of those things. They would make themselves available to you at any moment. Like, no matter how they feel, like, they would just want to show you that they're available. So if they don't show you that they're available, then you're not the one for them. It's, like, as simple as that, but it's so hard to, like, accept.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's, like, whatever. There's a lot of guys in this world. You know.
Yeah.
Wait, but Jimin, yes, I wholeheartedly agree. Like, if he really wanted to, he would.
Yeah, he would. There's no such thing as you're too busy or too whatever that you couldn't get back, or you can't, you know, you're not ready. You can always be ready if you just make yourself ready. Like, if you make yourself available to them. Like, unless you're going through something, like, really, you know, really personal and stuff like that, I think it's like when people say, like, oh, I'm too busy with school, I'm too busy with work, I don't know, it just really means, it, like, translates to, like, you're not the one for me, like, I'm not interested in you.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Okay, well,
okay,
that's
this was our first episode.
Yeah, part 1. We'll have part 2 out soon.